Hey, you guys, how are you doing tonight? Yeah, cool. Thank you. Despite how I am dressed tonight, I always wanted to be a housewife. Can you believe that? Until I realized it was dangerously close to being a slave. Especially because my boyfriend's white and he's into shibari. You guys know what shibari is, right? Okay, good. I won't explain it. But those who don't know, it is Japanese rope bondage. And you know, sometimes I think he's gonna ask me to tie the knot, and I'm gonna be like, which rope do you want to use? You know? Speaking of ropes, I always wonder when racist people get married, do they call it tying the noose? You ever thought about that? It seems very apt. Anyway, so my boyfriend has a daughter, and his daughter, she calls me Cammy, and I think it's a cross between Cam and Mammy. Because I just cook and clean for her, so that's all she knows me for. You know, she gets attitudes of me, and she's always like, "You're not my mom." I'm like, "Of course not, because I would have aborted you." Right? Yeah. Definitely. She doesn't know what that means, though. She's only 5 years old, so I say it all the time. But then sometimes she'll slip up and call me mom. I'm just like, I look way better than your real mom. Come on. It's funny because your mom's dead, you know? Oh my God. She's not dead. I'm just joking. But my boyfriend has 2 kids, and they all wear glasses. And it made me think that poor eyesight must be a recessive white gene. Because slaves never had glasses. You know? They didn't. You ever seen a slave with glasses? No. So I was saying that, and my boyfriend's son, who's 10 years old, he was like, because they're in the sun all the time, and sun makes your eyesight better. And I'm just like, well, I've never seen a homeless person with glasses, so they must have great eyesight. This kid's a fucking genius, right? I don't know. I think he's on to something. But that kid, his name's Virgil, he's 10. He showed me a lot of cool things, put me on like hip things, like Skibbity and Riz. But one day he was telling me to put cinnamon in my chocolate milk. Have you guys ever done that? No, right? But it's really good. You should try it. So I've been religiously doing this now, putting cinnamon in my chocolate milk. And my boyfriend saw me doing it. He was like, he looked at me like I was crazy. He's like, black people put spice in any goddamn thing. And for sure we fucking will. That is true. But I'm like, no. Virgil told me how to do this. He said it's fucking great, and I believed him. He's like, well, he was lying to you. I'm like, could this kid have just said paprika? And I was like, that's fucking delicious. Because I want his approval so fucking badly. But I'm like, no, Virgil wouldn't lie to me, because me and Virgil have a really tight bond, you know? A bond that nobody knows about. He kept his fucking mouth shut, which I'm hoping he did. Which leads me to my next point. How many pedophile jokes can you make before it's suspicious? Is there a number? 3? Is that per child? I'm just asking. Maybe it varies on reason. I don't fucking know. All right, then I'm striking out at 1 right now. Thank you guys so much.